Hello, it is me, Master Gamer, and welcome back to another episode of Resident Evil Requiem. They had an update in between me playing the last video I played and this one, and yeah, I don't really know what they added. It seems they changed a lot of things about the game, and unfortunately, it looks like I lost my save data. So I'm gonna have to start a new game, but I figured we would just check out some of the new stuff that they added. Cut to whenever I get back to where I was at. Um, so yeah, choose my skin color, huh? Yeah, I don't really know what the changes are in this game, but I'm pretty white, so I guess I'll just choose that.
Step out of the worn-out house, the door creaking behind you as it swings shut. The weight of your gear drags at your body, but it's not just the equipment, it's the years. You've been preparing for this night longer than you care to admit. Every step feels heavy, but you can't stop, not now. Your gaze lingers on the windows. Inside, the shadows of your old life remain. A life that feels like a ghost now.
Okay, so they changed the opening to the game, I guess.
The bonfire pierces the encroaching darkness, a lone beacon amidst the towering trees. You finish threading the bearded wire from the tree to tree, building a harsh perimeter around the clearing, a trap with no escape. Your gaze drifts towards the horizon as the sun sinks lower, disappearing behind the trees, casting long shadows that stretch like dark fingers clawing at the ground. You need to be fast, they'll come soon.
Uh, okay. There's choices now. Put trap wires only inside the clearing, outside the clearing as well.
Extend the explosives beyond the clearing, placing tripwire along the outer perimeter. If any of them manage to slip past the first line of defense, these will catch them. Tonight, there's no escape. The forest deepens into a shadow as you finish setting the tripwires. You nod, satisfied, but there's one last step. Pulling out a knife, you make a swift cut across your palm, letting your blood drip into the soil. It's dark, almost black in the fading light, and the ground drinks it up, vanishing as quickly as it falls.
Leon's POV.
Okay. Leon drives into the city, the streets dead and abandoned, another ghost town. Courtesy of Umbrella. Boarded windows, doors nailed shut, like they're trying to keep something out or in. He wonders how many more are there. He thought that after Umbrella's downfall, they had dealt with it, all of them. But every now and then, another one pops up. He feels it, a prickle in the back of his neck. His eyes flicker to the cracked windows as he passes. But there's nothing there, just shadows, shifting with the last light of day. I hate it when the neighbors are this quiet. The sun sinks lower, bleeding orange-red across the sky, tapping his fingers on the handlebars. The GPS flashes, guided him towards the lab on the outskirts. It's nestled in the forest up on a hill. Easy enough, right? Just find the mission team, check the lab, and get out. Simple. Except it never is. Leon kills the engine and swings off the bike. Silence wrapping around him. The air feels wrong, too still. The kind of stillness that gets under your skin. Okay, Leon, just another spooky forest. What could go wrong? He moves on foot with the ground soft under his boots. Dead leaves muffled his steps. His hands hover near his gun. The path is narrow, overgrown, and shadows stretch out along in the fading light. Steps off the path, crouching low behind a tree for cover, watching the bonfire pulse in the dark. Whoever's camping out here has a terrible taste in ambience. Then a faint smell hits him, sweet, clawing, almost floral. He grips his gun tighter, muscles tensing. He grips his gun tighter, muscles tensing as his grip he grips his gun tighter, muscles tensing as Instincts kick in. This isn't the usual rotting stench of BOWs. This is different, wrong. Whatever's ahead, it feels like it's calling him. Spotting an opening, he steps forward, but something brushes against his chest, a wire. A faint beeping reaches him, a second too late. Guess I really walked into that one. The tripwire triggers, a deafening blast tearing through the air.
Wait, what? Excuse me? What? What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? I went through all that. Ah, oh, god damn it!
His foot was slow, steady. Catch him off guard. You listen, breath fogging the inside of your gas mask. The forest feels suffocating, every shadow pressing in, thick with intense tension. A sharp, creaking noise breaks to silence, the sound of the chitinous legs scraping over dry bark. The familiar clicks and snaps you come to associate with the creatures. They're here. Your heart pounds, and you steady your breath. The floated air dry and saddle against your lips. Fingers tightening around the flamethrower. You prepare to raise your hiding spot, every muscle coiled. But then, movement catches your eye. A figure slipping through the clearing. A man! For a split second, you're taken back. He's not what you expected. Sharp features, piercing eyes. Striking in a way that seems out of place here. Not the kind of person you expect to stumble into in a nightmare like this. Your gaze flickers to his hand, hovering near his gun. Posture tenses and controlled. Finally, not the civilian. I appreciate if you didn't mess with them. He glances around at the scattered wires, looking almost assumed. Oh, my bad.
How many did you disable already?
He tallies his head, thinking for a moment. A few. You course under your breath, gripping the flamethrower tighter. Just your luck. A clueless outsider ruining the day you've been waiting for years for. Why do you need so many explosives?
I'm hunting.
His eyes shift to the flamethrower in your hands, then to the barbed wire string between the trees. You have a rather unconventional way of hunting. You take a steady breath. No time for this.
You're not from this town, are you?
No, I'm an option. I've got to get to that lab, and this is the only way through.
You have no idea what's out there. Turn around. Wait until morning. Whatever you're looking for at the lab, it's already been ransacked. But do whatever you want. Just not right now.
A familiar sound echoes through the forest, the same clicking, the same sickening creak. They're getting closer. He hears it too. His stance shifting, eyes narrowing. What exactly are you hunting? Before you can respond, yellow eyes blink to life at the edge of the woods, dozens of them, gleaming like fireflies in the dark, shifting as they lock onto you. There are more than you expected, likely drawn by his scent as well. You can't fight them all without the explosives.
Run!
You don't wait for his response. Explosives erupt, the ground shaking underfoot. But the creature charges through the smoke faster than you anticipated. You dash forward, dodging traps, weaving through the maze of wires and explosives. Gunshots ringing out behind you. You glance back, catching sight of him, firing at the creatures as he runs, somehow keeping pace.
Save your bullets, it won't kill them!
A sharp cracking sound. Suddenly, a warm air seeps into the mask. A piece of debris must have punctured it. You're exposed now. No spare within reach. You can only keep running. Barreling through the underbrush, you fire the flamethrower behind you. A wave of fire scorching the air. The creatures shrieking and stumble back, but they keep coming. You see him aim, shooting one of the explosive rigged to a nearby tree. The explosive rocks the clearing and smoke blankets everything. The forest erupts into chaos. Run until you're far away, gasping as you tear off the broken mask. The cool night air fills your lungs, but it feels like a failure. Everything you built is gone. The traps, explosives, all of it wasted. The man catches up, glancing back at the smoke.
It's his fault. That's all your fault.
What?
I was gonna kill every last one of them. I had everything set, and you ruined it. You ruined everything.
Hey, I didn't know that. Hey, I didn't know you had that place rigged to explode. Maybe next time leave a sign.
Leave, outsider, before you mess things up even further. It's not safe here.
Narrows his eyes, looking at you with a calm that only makes your frustration flare and hotter. Not for me, for you. You're going to get yourself killed if you keep this up.
Excuse me? You're the only one who almost got yourself killed back there.
I'm trained for this. I can handle it.
You don't know these things like I do. They lure you with their scent. You want to get to the lab now? Go ahead. But you'll end up like everyone else who tried. Dead.
Storm back to the house, slamming the door behind you. The gear drops from your hands, but you barely notice. All you can think about is him. The arrogant outsider with his stoic face. You grit your teeth. He's gonna get himself killed. You know it. He doesn't even have a mask. The second he gets close to the lab, he's good as dead. Told him to leave, warned him what was out there. If he dies, that's on him. You owe him nothing. He ruined your plan, your final chance at saving the rest of this town. Despite the hunter's aggression, Leanne decides to heed her warning. He waits until early morning before heading to the lab, her sharp words still lingering in his mind.
Wait, I'm a girl? Oh, okay. I didn't realize I was a woman.
The lab looms ahead, abandoned, half crumbled. He pushes through the entrance. The hunter hadn't been lying. The place has been thoroughly ransacked, papers scattered, equipment smashed. Whatever was here is long gone.
Okay.
Perfect. More loose ends. Umbrella had so many labs scattered around the globe, it's been nearly impossible to track them all down. Some, like this one, escaped the government's eye, but not the mercenaries. He looked around, wondering what they stole this time, and what it might lead to. Another outbreak, another bioweapon. It's always something. As soon as he finds out what this new threat is, the better maybe the rest of the town and the hunter can still be saved. He pauses, his mind drifting back to Spain. Village, people, so many lives destroyed, so many people who never had a chance. Clenches his fists, wishing again that he could stop it all for good. But nothing is ever that simple. He's just one man, fighting an endless war. Still, he'll do what he can, like he always does. It seems like a personal diary of the lead scientist.
April 12th, 1988. Initial tests with the mold on humans have been promising, though at great cost. Mortality rates are high, but am I confident we will create a host strong enough to receive the prototor virus? Protogenitor. I seem to have found a way to reduce mortality rates. The subjects are changing, disturbingly so. They're becoming more moth-like, though, and perfectly. The process of HGT appears to be responsible. These hybrids are now half man, half insect, emitting powerful scent that draws humans towards them. The smell acts like the pheromones of female moths, inducing heightened arousal state in those nearby. Masks are now mandatory for all personnel in the test areas. Subjects must remain contained at all costs. This might prove useful to capture new test subjects. He radios Hunting, relaying the situation and the contents of the diary. She promises to notify the higher-ups and arrange for reinforcements, but of course, it'll take time. Leon sighs. Reinforcements always take time. Hennigan.
I'll send you the blueprints we have on file for the lab. There's a mention of the underground facility. Looks like you'll need a keycard to get in.
Understood. Thanks. Just as he's about to search elsewhere, he hears a faint noise. Then a familiar scent reaches him, sticky sweet, cloying with strange floral edge. Didn't the hunter say these things only come out at night? The smell thickens, his head swimming slightly. He snaps his gun up. Instincts kick in as someone shuffles closer to the dark. He fires, the gunshot ringing out, but the creature barely slows, advancing with a twisted, insectoid screech. Then flames light up the room. He turns, catching sight of the hunter, her face obscured by her gas mask. Relief flares up, but it's brief.
Which part of the bullets don't work didn't you get? Or do you just like wasting ammo?
You were following me? Next time, if you want a closer look, maybe just ask.
I wanted to see if you were competent as you claim.
You gave him a once-over, unimpressed.
Clearly not.
I had everything under control. I found a door to an underground section of the lab. Creatures probably hide there during the day. That's where their nests are. You'd never be able to kill them all without going down there.
You pull an old worn map out of town in your jacket. Leon leans in to look at the map, his shoulders brushing against yours. For a moment you catch a scent of him. What the fuck? For a moment you catch a scent of him. Sweet smoke from the fight mixed with something faintly sharp, like aftershave. Oddly distracting, and you step back with a glare. Here's the layout of the town. Most of the gas masks have been destroyed by the townsfolk, but we might find a few of at the...
You swallow, your throat tightening.
Fire station. Memories flash back through your mind of glassy-eyed townsfolk in the crazed frenzy.
Their minds lost to the pheromones, the endless orgy.
What the fuck? Wait, what?
You're the local. Where do you want to start?
I guess the fire. You want to get the gas mask first, right? That would make the most sense.
You take a beat through to walk to the fire station. Just empty, abandoned as it was the last time you came here. But now, standing inside it again, you feel the weight pressuring harder on the floor. Memories flood back. Uninvited, the sound of your father's voice, the sight of him, his gear, and the pride in his eyes when he'd talk about the work he did. It's been years, but somehow the pain feels fresh, sharp, as broken glass.
The layout's simple. First floor has main room, storage, some lockers, upstairs, risky. There's probably nothing we need up there.
You know an awful lot.
I came here a lot when I was younger.
If this place means something to you,
Don't.
We should check the second floor too. Could be more supplies up there.
The structure's a mess. It's better if we stick to the first floor. Make sure we don't miss anything.
That's exactly why we should go up. The townsfolk probably haven't searched there, and might be worth the risk. You want to tell him to back off, to stay out of place. He doesn't belong. But the stubborn set of his jaw mirrors your own, and you know he's not going to back down.
Together, you make your way up, creaking the stairs. Blah blah. Okay.
You grab the two masks.
I guess construction. As you lead him through the site, you feel the weight of his gaze scanning the area, always assessing, always alerted. It moves like a trained agent, concluding confident, and makes it all look so easy, like he's strolling through the park instead of half-collapsed death trap. Then voices echo through the steel beams, faint, unmistakable, and you and Leon freeze at the same time. We need to clear all this junk out. She still uses these damn explosives. I don't know where she's keeping finding more of them. Shit. You can't see them, but you can hear their footsteps crunching through the rubble. Too many of them to handle it head on.
Tension collision in your gut. You look at Leon, who is already watching you with an annoyingly calm expression. If we want to search in peace, we need to get rid of them.
Or we could just sneak past them.
Yeah, because that worked so well for me in the past. These people aren't exactly blind, Leon. Getting them to leave is safer.
Sneaking past them is smarter. Less chance of getting caught.
You're frustrated side, but relent. Fine, let's go do it your way this time.
Who's there?
Stop right there!
Your heart lunges before you can even proceed the words. Gunshots ring out, echoing through the crumbled site.
You and Leon bolt, adrenaline flooding your veins as you scramble over the broken concrete and piles of rusted metal. Great plan, Leon. Real smooth.
Hey, at least we got a workout in it. Cardio's important.
You roll your eyes, but hold back the harsher retort. To reach quickly after, move differently, create opening.
Let me.
I can do it.
I know. I just don't want you to get hurt.
Give him a skeptical look, arching an eyebrow. Look at you being a gentleman.
I always am.
You huff, steps in, taking your spot with his. Okay. But in the eagerness, his shirt snags on a jagged piece of metal snugging from a crate, carrying down one side of his exposed strip. He elbows for tugs at your lips.
Nice one.
Nice one, agent. He looks down at the ruined shirt, unimpressed.
Just what I needed.
You turn back the explosives, putting them in just bags. Okay. Whoa. What are you guys over shrugging off the shirt? You leaving his upper body bare, even line of muscle, scar exposed. Okay, for a second you're caught off guard, but your eyes linger on the hard plates of his chest in a subtle movement. You force yourself to look away, jaw clenched, but he notices in every clearing, not letting you off your hook.
Didn't you think get distracted that
Didn't think
you'd get distracted that easily.
You clench your jaw, willing to pulse it steady. I'm just wondering if you plan on starting around like that. We're here for supplies, not a show. He chuckles, tossing a torn shirt aside to smirk.
As much as you love that, I've got to spare my back.
Unless,
of course, you want me to stay like this.
Without missing a beat, you raise your eyebrow, leading just enough to hesitate. And what if I do? He blinks, clearly not expecting that, let a small mocking smile slip to his.
Relax, I'm messing with you. As if I'd ever want that. Let's go.
Okay.
Could have fooled me.
You roll your eyes, turning your heel towards the back, but you walk, you feel gaze and lightning. Okay. You're right back at the place, charter inch amber grows, setting sun. Leon ties focus the road, but it's harder to ignore the warmth of his thighs pressed against him. Wow. She's distracting in an infuriating, impossible to ignore way. As your place spots, okay. Bodies in the forest. She's dead again. She needs to be stopped. Leon gaze shifts, her rose wrapped around the wrist leg. Okay.
She'll get what she deserves soon.
He glances back at her, rolls her eyes, and acting out face the words, but doesn't miss the way her hands clench at this. Okay. Eventually, the group disappears, but Leon nudges the bike forward together. Okay.
What's with the scars?
They tie themselves down. They tie themselves down while they breathe in the creature's scent. It keeps them from wandering into the woods and getting killed. But the aerophastic effect still lingers. They're too far gone. Okay. The shiver runs down your spine. Unexpected welcome. Okay.
Well, it seems you're pretty popular around here.
You should have turning your focus onto the bandages. Leon has left with a little blood. Okay. The sadness twists your gut as you remember the face of the townsfolk you once knew popular. Now the hollow-driven. Leon moves closer, crouched beside you. His face is unbearable as his gaze. Can I? Yes. You hesitate. That makes a bone-deepening exhaustion. Something deeper. Something harder than a unsettling you, but after a beat, you nod. His hand moves to your back, and you press his fingers steady, carefully. Touch your firm yet gentle. You feel the warmth of his fingertips, the weight of the focus, and you flinch, unprepared for the unexpected tenderness. A lump rises from your throat, and you realize it's been years since anyone has touched you like this. God damn it, bro. I don't like this. With such care, it hurts harder than any wound could. Did it hurt? No. You keep your gaze fixed ahead, focusing on the sharp, earthly smell of the herbs rather than the heat of his hands on your skin. Possibly ignore him completely. He asks where the spark causes, and you mumble it's located barely aware of the words leading in your mouth. When he finishes, his thumb finger follows your skin, and you can't quite bring yourself to let it go. You wake up to the soft light early morning, fluttering through the city with the quiet stillness air. For a moment, you let yourself lie there, gathering the fractured pieces of last night in your mind. His warmth, the way he leaned into your embrace before pulling away. The echo of it lingers, a faint ache that tightens your chest. When you finally sit up, any trace of that moment is gone. Leon stands near the door, his back to his chair, his movement sharp, vision steadily resolving show. He doesn't look at you. He doesn't even acknowledge your presence as you rise. Contrast is jarring. The memory last night. Coolness dissolving into the cold distance of his posture. Breakfast is on the table. Eat. We need to move. You frown, the edge of your frustration tugging at you. His tone is clipped. His eyes is strapped on your gear. Every action region almost purple. Good morning to you, too. He pauses and splits for a second. You catch a flicker of something almost guilty in his face, but it's gone quickly as it appears. His gaze hardens, turns back to you. How do you feel? Fine. Don't get the wrong idea about yesterday. Smell hides immediately, thick decay. Near the altar, bone and tattered. Chill runs down your spine. Have the townsfolk been using this place as sacrifice? Through curiosity, you find a keycard until Leon gestures up the wooden balcony. I'll go get it. No, I will. His gaze snaps to you, cold and challenging. If you're so eager to get yourself killed, go find some other way to do it. Clench your fist, stepping up to him, close enough to see the line in his jaw. The man, great's always assembling. He knows best. Frustration, that tension, that coiled. If I wanted your opinion, I'd ask for it. Don't pretend you're damn about me. The venom in your voice cuts through the air. For a second, you think as you see something flicker in his eyes, something darker like frustration, but edge with something hotter. Wait, what? He opens his mouth in reply, but before he can, a slow, wet, scraping sound echoes to the church, dragging along the floor. The sun dips lower, casting ominous red glow over the scene. A creature in the church. Leon doesn't hesitate. He grabs your arm and pulls you towards the shadow corner where a smell of confession booth stands. You resist the glance back at the masks that you fell into the ground and dug you forward, but his grip tightens, dragging you into the camp space before you could think twice. You barely make it inside before the heavy footsteps close in, filling the silence with sickening shuffle. Pheromones hit you. You bite your lips, struggling to resist the haze. A tingling sensation courses through you. Leon's jaw tightens. The eyes narrow as you fight the same effect. His breath are shallow, exaggerated, blah blah blah. Tempering finger, rip. A mothball package, thrusting it close to your nose. Helps, but not enough. The creature slinks past outside, the scent Into every inch of you, heightening the tension between you and Leon. Cling to his arm, feeling of the muscle, yet it remains firm, holding you into place, anchoring. Okay. This is where Grip's hand already after that, but Leon's strong grip closure. Leon, let's go.
You're not going after them.
No, these things all need to die. It's the only reason you're here. Grip, you're alive.
I told you I'm gonna kill every last one of them. Now get out of my way. His body doesn't budge. Instead, he steps closer and body heat radiates against you. I'm not letting you run into danger like that. I'm sick of seeing you charge head first like this. Like you have some kind of death wish. You think it's easier that way?
Don't act like you give a damn. Before you can finish, he grabs you like his lips crashing down on yours, the bruising. Just after a kiss, all of that pent-up frustration spilling. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. His body hot and healing. Every inch of him present your... What the fuck, man? Brent's undeniable intense that makes your heart race. A low, almost piddling sound escapes him, a crack in his control, and it turns around, pursuing you firmly but carefully against the rough wood. Nah, I ain't reading this shit, dude. This is softcore board. His lips trail down your neck. What? Holding back the floor beneath the surface. The trembling fingers inside your pants. Whoa, 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 whoa. His pants down, his urgency betraying him, but his hands pause, tracing the curve over your hips with a tenderness that catches you off guard. He lowers his own pants. He's okay. We are done. Okay, we are done. We are okay. Wait, I've seen enough. I think I've seen enough. We're done. We're no more. I'm not doing any more of that. We're done. End of a video. A video's done. Over. Goodbye.